Good morning, Not So Pro Nation. It is pretty early for us here. Uh, we are starting a little bit early because we are working around the clock here. We got full-time lives, and we just want to get some content out there for you guys. And what more do y'all want to hear about than Baker Mayfield going to the Panthers? This is going to happen. Supposedly, there's a sense of urgency with the Panthers wanting to get Baker Mayfield before minicamp so he can learn the system. But before we get into that, you guys, I do want to remind everyone out there that we are getting so close to announcing the winner of our giveaway. Okay, we do have an Xavier Howard jersey that we are giving away. Okay, winner will be announced on Monday. If you guys have not signed up to enter, do it right now. If you guys are listening on YouTube right now, just put it in the comment section saying, I'm subscribed. That's all you have to do. And we're even on TikTok. Go find us on TikTok at Not So Pro Football Talk. We show you how to enter over there. Go find us, enter in this giveaway. It's free stuff, man. Who doesn't like free stuff? Well, anyways, Baker Mayfield. The Panthers actually want him. Now, teammates of Panthers, that's a different story, okay? But we'll get into that a little bit later. Panthers have a sense of urgency to finalize a deal with the Cleveland Browns to get Baker Mayfield into their minicamp so Baker could familiarize himself with the system, with the team, just so he could be ready by the start of the season. Now, what's holding them back? Is it Baker Mayfield not wanting to go? Oh, heck no. Baker wants out of there 100%. Okay. He still wants to get cut from the team, which the team is not going to do so because both sides are actually very petty. Very, very petty. Um, Basically, here, in simple terms, hopefully you guys know this game, is basically like a game of chicken. Okay. Panthers, Browns, and Baker's in the middle. Okay. He is due 18.86 mil this year. It's the last year of his rookie year. And Panthers don't want to pay it. Browns don't want to pay it. Now, Browns have the shitty end of the stick over here, okay? Because if they decide not to trade him, not to get whatever they can for him, they're going to end up paying him whether he plays or not because he is due that much money. Bottom line. Panthers don't want to pay that. They actually want the Cleveland Browns to absorb the majority of that contract because they're already paying the New York Jets for Sam Darnold around that much, around that 18 mil. So do they want to do it again? No. Can they do it again? Yes, they can. The Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers are the top two teams with the most cap space right now. It's insane. The Cleveland Browns right now have a 42 mil, and the Panthers have 25 mil. I believe I'm correct there, huh, guys?
Yeah, it's either
I believe
42
so.
or 44. Yeah.
So, if you're the Carolina Panthers, are you right by doing this? Or if you're the Cleveland Browns, do you give in, absorb the majority of that contract, and just bite the bullet? Baker's gone. What do you do here in this situation?
I believe what the Browns are wanting to trade him. They finally found somebody who wants to take him. Someone who's desperate enough, like say, hey, at this point of the season, I'm willing to make that trade for a quarterback. I bet the Browns are literally just like arguing over like 2 or 3 mil or something like that of cap space between the Panthers and the Browns having to hold. So that's probably what's holding up this trade, if I had to guess. But the Browns, they got to get rid of him. At this point, it's just weird. But there's the whole thing with Deshaun where he may not play now, or so it's a very weird situation. But the Panthers, if you're a Panthers fan, I don't think I know any Panther fans, but I mean, you just made the big trade last year for your new quarterback, it's Sam Darnold, which did not work out at all. Looked good at the beginning of the season, but the rest of the season just looked bad. So now you got to put your fans through it again. Say, hey, this is our quarterback, or potentially our quarterback. We're gonna have quarterback competition probably for our starting quarterback. I think at this point, I think that's the best thing for them to do. It looks really bad because after a year, you're already scrapping your quarterback basically. But that's today's NFL. If you don't win now, you got to figure out a solution. like quickly. There's no waiting around. There's no developing of anybody. It's win now or your failures, basically. So,
Do you have something
go
to say,
ahead.
Vince? Because I'm about to I'm
Ooh.
about to spit some fire right now.
Oh, fire!
Go for it, man. I was just gonna
Hey,
ask who's the Carolina Panthers quarterback currently? I know they've drafted Matt Corral, but I slipped in my mind who that quarterback is.
Sam Darnold, baby.
Yeah, so
No
It's
wonder
Sam
it
Darnold.
slipped my mind.
All right, so I've been saying all offseason, okay? You guys been giving me dirty looks. This is a very familiar situation with the Panthers. It looks just like the Chicago Bears last year with Matt Nagy. Okay, they go out in the draft. They draft a quarterback. Again, Matt Corral is not a Justin Fields, but they did address the quarterback position, which fans wanted. Okay, so head coach Matt Rule and GM Scotty Fitterer, they're on the hot seat, man. Especially Matt Rule. If they do not have a successful season this year, he is gone. He is out of here. So what does he do to help his career? He drafts a quarterback, Matt Corral. Even though they were the lead runner-up to get Baker before the draft, they decided to go with a young rookie. Now, they got Sam Darnold. Is he a starting quarterback? Probably not. He hasn't proven himself to be yet. Okay. But if Sam Darnold's doing horrible and then you're forced to throw out there your rookie quarterback and he gets killed like Justin Fields, you're done. You're out of here. Now you have a decent team. Okay. You got Robbie Anderson. You got Christian McCaffrey. What are you going to do? You're going to get a vet QB, something that you can't afford. And that's Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield comes in, gives you just a good enough season to start and have maybe a winning season so Matt Corral could follow behind. And then after that season, Baker's contract is up. They don't have to re-sign him. They don't have to do it. He's gone. He's out of there. Matt Corral comes in, he fills in, and then Rule saves his job for another season. I feel like that's the play here. But then again, Panthers are trying to be a little bit greedy, playing a little bit aggressive, and they don't want to pay that majority contract. Okay, maybe they got more moves coming up, but they don't want to pay another 18 mil for a quarterback that could potentially just be a bust. Yeah. See you shaking your head there, Reed. What's going on?
no, I'm agreeing. They just can't pay that 18 mil.
You're agreeing with me?
Well, about the 18 mil.
But you're agreeing with me
About which part?
about everything.
No.
No? Okay, what do you disagree on?
Sorry, I phased out there a little bit, but no, I just agree that they just can't pay that 18 mil. Yeah.
Well, I mean, technically they can. Is it
Yeah,
smart of
but-
them to do so? No, not
no.
really. They still got people that they can sign. They still got a lot of positions they need to address, especially in that defense.
You need mid-season pickups.
Yes,
when
you
you
do.
start having injuries, you got to save cap space for that.
Now, some people are like, oh, Browns don't need to trade Baker, okay? Browns are fine. If they keep Baker, Deshaun might not play. They need him, okay? Baker is a very prideful person, okay? I'm a very prideful person myself. He already said the things he said. The team already did the things they did against Baker. He will not play for the Browns, okay? He already said on a podcast that his relationship with the organization is way too far to mend. Okay, it's gone, it's done. And he says best for both sides if they move apart from each other. So Deshaun Watson got 2 new cases, by the way, 2 new from our last video. He has 26. Let's say he doesn't play. Baker Mayfield doesn't want to play for the Browns. Who do you have as your starting quarterback? Jacoby Brissett. You have a playoff caliber team in a division that you have a chance of winning. Do you want Jacoby Brissett as your quarterback? I don't think so. I think he's a solid backup. And he reminds me of like a Tyrod Taylor. Solid backup, dude. Solid. Can he lead a playoff team to the playoffs? I don't think so.
You can only hold it down for a little bit.
Exactly. So who can this actually benefit? Let me hear it. Let me hear it in the back over there. You guys know where I'm going with this.
Bro, nah, don't talk about Jimmy.
I'm talking about Jimmy G.
Oh, come on, dude.
This is
a Panthers and Browns episode.
No. You're
Bananas
100% right. You're 100% right. You're 100% right. Okay. Baker Mayfield it's a win for the Browns, okay? Even if they absorb the majority of the contract for Baker, they're able to save a little bit more and get rid of that and not having to pay 18 mil that season, okay? So the Panthers get their guy for a year. Cleveland Browns, they're stuck. They have Jacoby Brissett. What do? Get the only vet that's on the market, which is Jimmy G, because honestly, like I said, what I said is true. They are a playoff caliber team. So what other option do they have if they lose Deshaun Watson and Baker doesn't want to play for them, or they trade Baker? Are you going to roll with Jacoby? What would you do if you're the GM?
Okay. Question, AJ,
Okay.
because I don't know this, is with Jimmy's shoulder surgery, is he looking like he can start week 1? Because I
From
heard
all
it was a little iffy on his recovery from it.
Recovery, all that I've heard and all that reports that come out to say that surgery was a great success and he's on the correct road of recovery. Right now, he's just rehabbing. Honestly, he could practice right now, but he's not showing because it's excused. He is ready to play by week 1, 100%.
All right.
Yeah,
And
especially
then
since it's not his throwing arm too.
Correct.
I mean, he can get out there.
Mhm.
All right. Even though I do think you're reaching a little bit, but let's entertain this. That this does happen. You do realize like the Niners will have to take the majority of that cap hit, just like the Browns are doing if they trade Baker to the Panthers. The Niners will have to take some of that cap hit if they're going to end up trading them to the Browns.
See, this is a different situation though. Okay. So the Niners can take the majority of the cap hit, right? If they want to do good by Jimmy G. Even though Jimmy G screwed him, even though he might have reason to do so, the Niners hold the cards. Just like I said with Deebo Samuel, the Niners hold the cards. If the Niners were to release Jimmy G right now, they save $25 million. They only owe Jimmy G $2 million. So they don't have to absorb. If they really wanted to, they could trade Jimmy G or just release him so he could go to the Browns. But the Browns are still going to have to pay his contract. Niners are not obligated to pay anything unless they feel the kindness of their heart to do so. But they could trade, they could cut Jimmy G, and all they have to pay is $2 million. They don't have to pay $25 million. It's a very different situation for the Cleveland Browns. If they cut Baker, they still have to pay the 18. Whole different situation.
AJ's right. I just looked it up. It's 1.4 million.
Damn right, I'm right.
1.4, so you're a little off, but
damn right, I'm right. Come on now.
Not bad, not bad.
Appreciate it. But that could be a good situation for all sides. You keep everyone somewhat happy. Maybe not so much, Panthers fans, because they're tired of guessing if their quarterback's going to be decent or not year after year. And they're also tired of their running back, being healthy or not. It's a roller coaster ride. But who is going to win that game of chicken? Is this going to happen by the end of the week? This could actually happen today. I don't know. This could happen by tomorrow, which is Friday, because Panthers are trying to finalize this deal. They want to get Baker into the system. They want to get the team familiarized with him. Who cares if Robbie Anderson retires? So what? Yes. For those of y'all who do not know, he did threaten to retire on Twitter, got like 15,000 likes, and then he just deleted the tweet, okay, because it was like a ESPN thing, right? Panthers are still on the hunt for Baker Mayfield, and then he put, at this point, quote unquote, at this point, I'm even considering retiring. So it's clear Baker already lost the locker room, but at the end of the day, Rule, the head coach, is trying to save his job, and I think this is the way to do it.
I think that the Panthers are just saying we're good with the people we have right now, just because that's the correct answer you should say if you're a Panther, if you're part of the Panthers organization. But as soon as if they end up trading for Baker and he comes into that locker room, I would expect a lot of them to be like, "Hey, we're happy with him. He's looking great on the field. Positive vibes in the locker room, etc." They'll change their story to reflect Baker coming in.
Oh yeah. That's what almost every team does, man. It's I mean, it's the right thing to do. Okay, you don't want to show your cards, but people like us, we're like, we want the cheese man, we want the drama going on. Like, let us know what it is. But as far as Deshaun Watson, 2 more allegations. Is he playing this year?
That's
It's
a tough one.
26, right?
Yeah,
26, yeah.
Yeah.
that's a tough one. Like we said earlier in the other episode, we think it's all up to what the NFL and their law team thinks about it, because it's a totally different story outside of the NFL. But again, they have to look at it as if he's broken any of their rules. So that's totally different than what it is outside the NFL.
The thing is, the way I see it right now, I think they're going to be getting a lot of pressure from the outside to do something. Let's say they don't give him any suspension at all. He's able to start week 1 this year. There's going to be protests, a lot of protests. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
people are going to be calling for Roger Goodell firing. It's not going to look well. That's just what's going to end up happening.
But
Do I think should be swayed by the people? You should not be swayed by the people, but they're going to end up getting swayed by the people. Um, as far as how long the suspension they give, because I do think there's going to be a suspension, I have no clue. It could look from 6 games to a whole year, maybe even more.
Yeah, I would say
supposedly the people of Cleveland love Deshaun. They
I
bought
know.
him popcorn at the movies.
That was so weird.
He
I
says that
would.
he took his girlfriend, and people are like, girlfriend, right, to the movies, and Cleveland fans were buying him popcorn, inviting him to watch movies, and man, he said it's dreamland out there.
If I saw an NFL player, I would ask them if they can buy my
I
popcorn.
know, man. They
I
don't
know.
need-
That's what I
He doesn't need no
Why
help.
you? Yeah, that's
Guaranteed.
true. Why the hell are they buying him popcorn?
He has one of the biggest contracts of all time.
He has the most guaranteed money of all time in all of sports. What are you doing buying him popcorn? Man, that guy's hands are slippery enough, if you know what I'm talking about. Come on, guys, don't be doing that. Oh, you should be, man, you should be with your daughter, be like, don't look at him. Yeah, that guy's an animal.
Don't you ever become a masseuse.
Oh, man.
But I guess going back to the Panthers, I know Reed said that they would say that they're comfortable with who they have, because that's the right thing to do by an organization with the players that you have currently. I'm looking at their depth chart, and I know we always every year have a problem with Christian McCaffrey getting injured all the time. Doesn't matter if it's week 1, week 6, week 10, he's gonna get injured. I mean, it's like inevitable right now. But I was looking up at some of their pickups right now, and if Robbie Anderson does end up retiring, if Christian McCaffrey does go down, their only weakness right now is wide receiver, because they still have Tommy Tremble, who's on his rookie deal, Ian Thomas, who I believe is still on his rookie deal as well. They have Rashard Higgins. He used to play for the Browns a while back. He's a backup wide receiver for them. And they even picked up Deontay Foreman, the running back from Tennessee. I was really big on him in fantasy because when Derrick Henry got hurt, and I forgot their other backup, he got hurt. But Deontay Foreman was a guy who came up off the street, and he had an amazing season. So, I mean, they still have a lot of depth at running back as well. They got Chuba Hubbard and a quick guy named Spencer Brown. So they're solid on the offensive side because they also drafted Ikem Ekwonu. So they're solidifying everything there. And defense, they even have J.C. Horn coming back from injury. I know we kind of forget about him because he hasn't played. I believe he got injured like week 1 or week 2.
I think it was like week 2, yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't seen him flourish in the NFL yet, but they have a lot of people coming back. They still have Jeremy Chin. They signed Xavier Woods. They got Dante Jackson on the other side from the Chargers, the cornerback who's a stud. And they still got Shaq Thompson at linebacker. So I think when they say they are good with what they have, I kind of believe them. They just have to get it going, like how they did last year when they went 5-0 in the beginning of the season. But I think they're good. But if they get Baker, that's the cherry on top, because I don't believe in Sam Darnold whatsoever. But it's just my opinion on that. I think the Panthers are fine. They do need to address the quarterback situation because, in my opinion, some organizations would say this is wrong to do, but I would throw Matt Corral in the fire. Even though it's probably going to be bad for him, I don't trust Sam Darnold. Not to
That's
win.
if they don't get Baker.
Yeah, if they don't get Baker. I would say Matt Corral has to go in by week 6 because I don't think Sam Darnold's going to get done.
It sucks because I was real big on Sam Darnold last year, and he had a good year with the Jets. They clean house and they went a different route. But always wish everyone the best,
Mhm.
But Sam Darnold, I think he just, I don't know what to say. Do you guys have anything else?
Hashtag free Baker.
Hashtag free Baker. Remember, guys, our live show on Monday, we're giving away this Xavier Howard jersey. Go sign up. If you guys are watching this video, just comment in the comment section saying I'm subscribed. That automatically enters you in here. If you want to get re-entered, go to our TikTok at Not So Pro Football Talk. Our latest video, it's a giveaway video. Like it, comment someone's name, and follow us there. Then you guys are entered twice. Okay, we will be giving this away live on Monday. Super fun. Free stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff? Am I right, guys? But until next time, y'all, keep on grinding.